My name's Ron Dennis. I'm a barber at Stella Andrews in Kempsey, and I've just completed my Cert 3 in hairdressing at Port Macquarie TAFE campus. Because my teachers have pushed me at TAFE, like I've done other courses afterwards and got my salon management certificate, and yeah, I've just been pushed further than what I'd usually do, so it's changed my life heaps.
When Ronnie first came into the class, he was so quiet. He walked in the classroom, he looked at the 15 other girls in the classroom, and he placed himself in the back corner. And he stayed there for 18 months. Every time I try and move him forward, he kind of creeped back down there again. He has amazing skills like great hand manipulation.
Well, at the moment, I'm in the process of opening my own business and getting that up and running in Kempsey, as my boss is leaving and I'm looking to take over the town, so I hope to still be doing that in 5 years' time.
Yeah, Ronnie contacted me probably about 3 months ago and said, I'm thinking about opening my own business, what do you think? And I said, I think that's a fabulous idea. You know, you've got the skill, you've got the ambition, you've got the talent, and his personality, like everyone adores him. And so he's got all the attributes that will be a very successful business. And he came and did the business, I advised him to come and do the business course just to build up his confidence, and he knew that he was setting himself up, so he knew exactly what he was in for, and therefore there's less chance of failure if you're doing that, because you can set all the parameters up that you need for a business to be successful.
I didn't know I was going to own my own business, and it wasn't something that I was looking to do, but it just come up, and like I enrolled and I didn't start it, but I ended up going halfway through the year and completed it within the end periods.
Some of the salon management Ronnie did find quite challenging, and so what we did is organise extra support hours for him. He'd come and we would do one-on-one, so that we made sure that he fully understood what was being asked for him to deliver. And once we clarified that, he worked really, really well with it, and he just forged forward through it.
TAFE was good. The girls helped me out a lot. I was one of 2 boys in class, so like the girls always helped me out because they knew I really only learned barbering up my work, and they always gave me a hand to straighten or do colours or haircuts. I
think it's really important to have a simulated workplace setting for the students to learn in, so they know exactly what it's like when they're going to go out in the workforce. We first start off, they start on mannequins, and then from the mannequins they start off on one client. By the time they're getting to the end of their training, we then have them booked as if they were working in a salon. So they may run late as if they were in a salon, and then they have to then deal with that difficult customer who may be in a hurry or whatever. They're getting exactly what they would experience in a workplace situation.
I just really want to be able to teach other people what I've learned, because I get enjoyment out of helping people learn what I learned, because not all people learn it, especially girls. They tend to stick to the girls' side of hairdressing, and if they learn the men's side a bit more, they'll be the best. So
it was probably Ronnie's last day at TAFE where I walked out of this room, and I must admit I had some tears in my eyes, because as I said, he started in that back corner. He worked his way, like for the last few weeks, he was then, when we were doing the men's cutting, and he was, like all the students were just admiring his work, because his men's cutting, and his ladies, but his men's cutting specifically, is just magnificent. And he was out the front, grabbed a mannequin, and I didn't say anything. He went and got a tripod, grabbed a mannequin, sat it in the front, up in front of the whole class, and then started demonstrating what he was doing. But this quiet person that sat in the corner was up the front, delivering a lesson to the students, because he could see that they wanted to see what he could do and they wanted to learn from him. So he then became the mentor. So yeah, he's amazing.
Ron's really good at what he does. I showed him a lot, but it's his credit. You know.
Andrew, my boss, he's been heaps supportive. Some days he calls me up after work and like gives me like good advice and tells me how good I'm doing, and just he's always supporting me in some way.
He's got a future now, you know. He can go on with life, he can work wherever he wants and do anything, you know. Feed himself, you know.
I've come from like not a high class background, and to be 20 and being able to open my own business in the next 2 months.
It's been here 3 years. He was 17 so he's 20 now. He's like a man, you know. Like he's growing up, and just his conversation, the way he talks, and yeah.
If somebody was considering doing the course I've done, I'd definitely tell them to do it and push themselves as hard as they can. It doesn't matter how good you are or how bad you are, you can always make the best of what you got.